Rule 9. Assume the person you're listening to knows something you don't. I can definitely say, and several people that might listen to this will 100% agree, that I don't always do this. And it's not, I mean, it is my fault, but it is almost genetic. But this is to help keep yourself honest and not ignorant. And it's very true. The truth will be found without pursuing or without pushing your beliefs upon others. So part of that is if something you believe in is true, in fact, eventually it will just kind of come out. And if you're trying to push it onto someone else or something you believe or something you feel like you know, and in all reality, if it comes out that you're wrong, it's gonna be bad. So you're gonna have some form of consequences. It's not gonna look good on you. So you don't necessarily want to push your own opinion. Sometimes you want to step back and listen, and it's a way to kind of keep yourself humble. And it's a remark of your own ignorance. I know that I've been there and I've felt that. And part of it in this chapter, he talked about how, as a psychologist, how you got to understand how to listen. And there's different ways, because you can listen to someone and still not fully be in the conversation, because you can be thinking about other things or other stuff you want to talk about or other things to bring up. And if you're doing that, that means you're not truly listening. And if you truly listen, you follow the topics. So you're less likely to necessarily try to berate or be arrogant about some sort of conversation or topic, which I know I'm fully aware that I have done. So I mean I'm learning, but it's very true. And there's a lot that we don't know. Like, not saying in general as humanity, but every person has so much information you don't know about. And some stuff is through life experience that you learn from other people. Some stuff is just being wrong about certain things. And I feel like that's why I love conversations, and that's one reason why I love podcasts, is I love to listen and hear other people's perspectives on things, because it does allow me to hopefully listen and learn something from someone else that I did not currently know. And because in that sense, everybody knows something that you don't, like at least one thing, if not a lot, just from their own life experiences. So I love to have that opportunity to kind of better myself by learning about something they're talking about, by listening. And I know on a personal note, I need to get better at that, but it is good to listen. And one thing that Jordan Peterson says is that if you believe things in your life could be different or better, it means that there's stuff you don't know yet. And it's more important than what you do know. And that you should be paying attention to find out what you don't know. Because if your life is perfect in every way, yeah, I guess you don't have a reason to learn anything else or listen to anyone else, because you've gotten to the point where everything's amazing for you. But if there's something not right in your life and there's something you want to develop and grow, open your ears, listen to other people, pay attention, and find out things you don't already know, because it's only going to grow and develop you, hopefully in the direction that makes your life better. So, I mean, that's one thing I'm trying to do more now, in the sense of just trying to read more and listen to certain podcasts and try taking in people's perspectives to hopefully construct a better view on life and knowledge and things I can do for myself to build off of over the next, possibly, depending on how lucky I am, let's maybe say a max, possibly another 80 years to this life. And I have a lot of time, so it's like I want to try taking in as much as that as I can, because I only got time at this point. Rule 10. Be precise in your speech. I don't always do this, so this is one of the rules I didn't need to work on, but I feel like most people do. Have an understanding for what you're talking about at that moment. Truly listen and don't bounce around in your own head to make your point. So, I mean, this kind of falls back to the other rule between listening and precise speech, but it's very, very similar between rule 9 and 10, or at least certain similar traits. Being able to describe what you don't understand or what makes you unhappy in an sorry, I suck at typing. I really do. I'm so sorry. I suck at reading. But to be able to describe what you don't understand or what makes you unhappy and unproductive is the first step in improving your situation. So if you're able to pinpoint and be precise in what isn't working, it allows you to then build off of that. Like part of grieving or growing is to then actually accept and understand what you've been doing wrong, to then change that and have the ability to change and grow. One of the things he talks about that's very similar in the Bible, and I think in Genesis, that he says is asking you will receive. If you don't say certain things, you're not precise in your speech, or certain things that you're doing, you're never going to be able to figure something out. You don't get what you don't aim at, you might get what you do aim at. So if you at least try pushing in that direction and heading towards something, you might not always hit it, but it's better than not even taking aim. And so doing that just allows you to then work your way in that direction, that it gives you a more precise aim of something to work towards or something you're talking about, where it's better for you to build off of and learn. You're not living up to your own potential. And if your parents tell you that, that's a good thing, because it's almost a compliment, because it means, it is a compliment, because it means they know that you can do better for yourself. And part of that is the self-recognition of being precise and working your way up. And this just kind of allows you to realize your own, I guess, failures and faults. That if someone would tell you that, that's a good thing, because most people say that, or not say that, but that's true for most people, where someone has the potential to do better, but because they're not being precise in what they're working towards or talking about, or what, like, trying to learn from people, even in conversations. If you can't be precise in your conversations with someone, you might not be able to build information from that conversation of something that could be useful to you. So that's part of it as well.